Welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom. Got another hype video for you today. This one's real hypey. And we got Michael Kopech called up for the Chicago White Sox. Now the White Sox, not a very competitive team, but it's finally time for them to call up some prospects. We're hoping Eloy Jimenez is back. But 22-year-old Michael Kopech, formerly of the Charlotte Knights, a guy who can throw 105 plus miles an hour. Well, let's just unpack his information here. He's had kind of a bumpy season. 7 wins, 7 losses. You know, ERA usually in the 4s, but he's brought it down the last few starts to respectable 3.7. Obviously played 24 games. And 126 innings pitched. He's given up quite a few hits. It's quite, that's a lot of hits, I think. He'll give up a few long balls. And then the walks. What you're really concerned with here is the 170 strikeouts for that 126 inning. So this guy's going to be a strikeout guy. But what do we know about strikeout guys, especially young strikeout guys? Prone to the walk. So that's what you're going to be looking out for here, especially his first couple of starts. I have no shares, actually no redraft shares. I take that back. I do have one dynasty share, and that's Cubby's F&A Dynasty. Hopefully you're able to go grab him. He's an interesting prospect. Any guy that can throw 100 plus miles an hour, you got to love it. You've got to kind of hope, though, that they use the baby hands, the kid gloves with this guy, because when a guy's throwing that hard, I always start to worry about elbows and shoulders. So I don't know what you want to expect. I don't know what your thoughts are the rest of the season. I would expect nothing too exciting. You'll get strikeouts, but you're going to get a whip probably in the 1.5 area, 1.25, 1.5. Probably pretty high whip because he's probably going to walk and give up hits. The other thing I would expect is, well, just his command. I mean, the command's going to be, that's always been the question with him. He seems to have refined it. He seems to have gotten it a little more under control last few starts, but it's time to call him up. It's time to let's see what he can do. And hopefully, again, redraft, I'm not super excited about owning him just because you're not going to get the clean ratios you want. Might be a nice spot start or two down the stretch. I don't expect he'll go very deep into games, 5-6 innings at most. He's probably going to get maybe 4 to 5 starts. That'd be my guess down the stretch. Take a look. See if he's out there. We learned this the other day, that when you think a guy might not be there, somebody goes and takes a look and oh my God, he's not owned. You got to go look. You assume in a deep league that certain players might be owned, even shallow leagues. Why is this guy not owned? Well, you go scoop him up. Again, overall, the tool here, the scouting grade, 80 grade fastball. That's like Joey Gallo with his 80 grade power. So that's something to look forward to. Again, he's number 13 prospect for my Major League Baseball pipeline, MLB pipeline. And I guess just get hyped. I mean, it's still call-up season. We're getting close to the September deadline, and we'll be seeing some stuff. So, hopefully we get a few more gems and a few more players to talk about. But we'll just wrap it up with the Fantasy Sports Serenity Prayer. Fantasy gods, please grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineup full of prospects in dynasty leagues where I have nothing but brawny prospects. The courage to add prospects and drop them as needed accordingly. Hopefully pick them up mostly. And the wisdom, as always, to remember that the prospects you're picking up and dropping are usually most valuable on the day they get called up. It's a great day to trade them. So go ahead and get aggressive if you have to. Get max value. What if he goes and gets blown up in his first start? Right? Maybe his arm falls off. Well, you hope that doesn't happen, but if you made a trade, you're free and clear of that. So, again, number 13 prospect overall, starting tonight against the Twins. 8 o'clock East Coast time, 5 o'clock Pacific time. We'll see you there. Enjoy. Oh, and by the way, you can hit me up on the website, fantasysportsaddicts.com, or on Twitter at letter F, letter S, the word double, letter A, FSAA. Hype!